we thought of providing some inputs about career opportunities in forestry sector, because you can guide your students if they take up forestry as their career, what are the opportunities is in front of them. In order to explain you about the various opportunities, we have Dr. KT Parthiban, Professor in Forestry and Dean of Forest College and Research Institute, Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, Metupalayam. Saras had as having more experience in teaching, is more than 23 years of his experience in forestry education and research, uh, and he has many professional achievements to his kitty. He has released. May I request all the participants to keep your mobile and systems in mute mode? Sir has made many professional achievements. He has released more than 7 high-yielding clones in various tree species. He has developed high-yielding short-rotation hybrid clones in the Jatropha plant. And Sir has visited more than 12 countries in the world in related to forestry research and education. Sir has been a resource person and consultancy for over 35 industries, which are basically involved in wood-based productions, and has received more honors and awards like Mahindra Samriddhi Award for Clonal Technology and Value Chain in the year 2015, Scotch Order of Merit for Industrial Agroforestry Product in the year 2016, Niche Area of Excellency in Industrial Agroforestry by Tamil Nadu Agriculture University in the year 2019, Gold Medal for Scientific Tamil Contribution in the year 2020, ICFRE Award for Excellency in Forestry in the year 2020. Sir has published more than 19 books and 148 research papers. His most popular books are Objective Forestry for all competitive examinations, Forestry, a subjective guide for IFS, Indian Forest Service aspirants, Forestry Technologies, a complete value chain approach. Sir, on behalf of CASFAS Coimbatore and Principal Sir, warm welcome to you, sir, and also our gratitudes for accepting our invitation and coming over here online to explain the opportunities available in the forestry sector for the teachers of various education institutes. The participants of the course are from teachers, lecturers, and professors from various education institutes across the country. We have more than 1,000 nominations for the training program. About 500 people have joined through Google Meet, and the remaining are joining and watching us through live streaming in YouTube, sir. Sir, having said about these participants, it's over to you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks, Doctor, for having introduced me. And good afternoon, everyone, all the teachers and the professors who are joining through online. Please confirm my audio and video. Any one of you.
Good afternoon, sir. Your audio is clear. Sir. Thank you.
I'm audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. First of all, it is my duty also to thank the Director CASFAS for having invited me to share our experiences. And I was told to take the system on opportunities in forestry sector. I think I was listening to the previous speaker as well. Because from yesterday onwards, I'm just listening 1 or 2 lectures. But I am able to see, like, you have now known what is a forest. Normally, for all the forestry professionals, forestry means it's very easy. But non-forestry professionals, if you really look into the whole system, automatically, forestry really matters.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Your speech.
Hello?
Sir, your voice is not clear, sir.
Is it?
Sir's voice is not clear.
I don't know.
It is because of someone has switched on their mic. Okay, it is because of that. Otherwise, Sir's audible is very much clear. Audio is very clear.
Okay, that's very good. Okay, that's the reason you know what is forest now. Everyone thinks about forestry means maybe some trees, some animals, some tribal communities. That's what they always say. But the ultimate idea is more than this. Today, forestry is not only a livelihood, but it is a commercial entity. And most of you are teachers, you know that. Today, paper is one classical example. If you take paper alone, The paper is from wood and wood resources. Always people think about paper means only writing paper. Not only writing paper. There are more than 1,300 different varieties and grades of papers. What is education? What is education? So automatically that's the reason we always look for the whole system of what is called as a forestry based opportunities. So here, I don't know, just maybe the organizers please confirm me. So, so the ultimate idea is very clear. How the forestry is going to play a vital role, particularly for the professional development, income generation, and the employment opportunities for a common man up to your professionals. So my presentation is maybe next 30-40 minutes. The ultimate idea is how forestry can be dealt as a professional, how it can be dealt as an enterprise, how it can be governed with the system. Next slide. So the idea, now you see the whole of the forest. If we take the forest, we always look for the natural forest. Second one is the planted forest, which is called a man-made. Third one is agroforestry, where farmers will practice. And the fourth one is trees outside forest, which will never come into all the above three category, because always whatever the trees planted in roads, whatever trees planted in villages, community lands, or any common property resources. These are all the major types which we are taking it. But ultimately, for information of all of you, today whatever you and me consume wood, that wood has to be sourced only from trees outside the forest, not from the natural forest. India is a unique country where the entire forest is closed. That's the reason the opportunity I have taken 4 important angles of opportunity. One is forestry education as an opportunity, forestry research as an opportunity, forestry outreach as an opportunity, and lastly, forest-based business development as an opportunity. So mind you, all the ladies and gentlemen, it's very simple. Each and every cases will be how the forestry is tailed. Next slide. Normally, what happens?
Sir, sorry to interrupt, sir. Someone has, by mistake, they have shared their screen. Sir, please reshare the screen, sir.
Okay.
Sir, and if possible, can you speak to a mic, sir, or audio headphone, if possible, sir?
Because it is echoing, sir. Your voice is echoing.
No, we have. Otherwise, sir's voice is clear. Because I have seen some messages in the chat box that sir voice is not so clear.
Sir voice is clear, but sometimes it is echoing. That's all.
It is because of someone has switched on their mic.
Yes.
Please do not do that. Sir, please reshare the presentation. Sorry for the bothering, sir. Participants, please do not share your screen. Otherwise, the speaker's screen will not be visible to you. So it's a very important topic. Please listen, and without any interruption, please listen.
Okay, now whether the screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Second screen. So these are the system. Normally, when you take a forestry, natural forest is 1, planted forest is 2nd, agroforestry is 3rd, trees outside forest is the 4th component. So everything is a forest. Normally, people think that forest means only whatever it is available in natural forest. Today, you don't believe whatever the natural forest available, that forest is only a protected forest or a conserved forest. There is no wood is coming from the natural forest. Whatever you and me consume today, it has to be sourced outside the natural forest. So that's the reason I have classified whatever the forest available, the opportunities I have classified into 4 areas. One is forestry research based opportunities, forestry education based opportunities, forestry outreach based opportunities, and lastly, forest based business opportunities. How these opportunities are going to play? Why this is very important? Next slide. So this is not very critical. If you take India, India is a unique country. Almost the entire forest area in the country is a closed forest. It is either reserved forest or a protected forest. And you and me have no role to play. Very classical example. When Government of India, when we got independence and republic, after republic, the Government of India thought that, like whatever the wood is needed for the whole country, we have to create a self-reliance mechanism. So that was the reason, 1952, Government of India enunciated a policy. The policy said very clearly, the entire total geographic area of the country, 1/3 of the area should be under forest. And that too, 60% in the hills, 20% in the plains. That was mainly to, imagining that there is going to be a growing demand for wood and wood products, definitely this is going to play a vital role. Now, what had happened right from 1950s and 1980s? India has witnessed wide range of industrialization. Paper industry, plywood industry, timber industry, biomass power industry, match industry. All these industries have taken a heavy toll of wood from natural forests. Forests have been deforested. Right from 1950s and 1980s, deforestation rate in the country was 1.5 million hectares per annum. So that's a huge loss. So what had happened? Government of India, after seeing the total deforestation, conversion of forestry land for non-forestry purposes, in 1980, the Government of India enacted one of the best acts in the country, Forest Conservation Act. As per this act, no state government can divert the forestry land for non-forestry purposes. So that was a major breakthrough. So then after that, still felling was going on. People were demanding wood from natural forests. So 1996, Honorable Supreme Court has banned total felling operations in natural forests. So the industries established based on the natural forest, availability of wood from the natural forest, those industries are a problem. In fact, take the human populations. In 1950s, I will go to the next slide. 1950s, you go to the next slide. We were one of the promising country. 1950s, the per capita paper consumption alone only 2 to 3 kilos, because the population was only 300 to 400 million, and the paper consumption was only 2 to 3 kilos. But this has increased to 6 to 7 kilos or 8 kilos in the year 1980s. 1980, computer was introduced. After introduction of computers, the policy makers, the bureaucrats, they thought that paper consumption will come down. You don't believe it has got double, 6 to 8 kilos. Today we are in digital era, and people say cashless transaction, paperless transaction. Today paper consumption has gone to 12 to 15 kilos. One of the major increases due to two important areas. One is the educational system in the country. Second one is the utilization of wood-based paper as a packing case material. So today the wood requirement is very, very huge. For this in the paper industries alone, we really need anything more than 25 million metric cube of wood, right from 2021 onwards. For the state of Tamil Nadu, from the year 2021 onwards, we need anything more than 17 lakh ton of wood. Because why I'm saying this, why forest is now considered as a system of industrialization? That's the problem. Next slide. So similarly, composite wood. India was once, it was producing major wood base. Today, no wood is coming from natural forest. Solid wood is not available. So we have to make engineer wood products. That is the reason wood is converted into plywood, particle board, MDF, LDF, HDF. Now that is available to all the people. That is the reason today, you know that the house construction, Government of India mandated construction of 25 crore number of houses. And the mandate is very clear. But what is the wood requirement? Where is the wood available? There is no wood available in the natural forest. It has to be sourced only outside the natural forest. Outside the natural forest means there must be a technology based. There is a skill based. There is an entrepreneurship based. So here it requires beautiful large number of industries, particularly to cater to the needs of both for societal needs and for the industry needs. Next slide. Third important category is match wood. India is the largest producer of match industry. But today, you don't believe, originally it was from a single tree. Today, wood is imported from European countries, converted into match splints and boxes, again exported to the rest of the world. So that is the problem. Now wood is not available because for natural forest is closed. Outside the natural forest, wood is not available. Next slide. Timber industry. For the information of all the teachers and the faculty members, very simple. India was one of the exporting country for teak. We were exporting for teak. Very classical example, you know, Britishers, when they came to India, when they traveled across the country, they are fascinated with Indian forests. For only one reason, Indian forests supported beautiful timbers. Teak grown in South India, rosewood grown in Central India, Deodar grown in North India. These are the three timbers attracted by the Britishers. Because why in the sense, Britishers have traveled across Commonwealth countries only by ship. The ship was manufactured or produced or developed, established by using a timber called oak timber. Oak timber will take minimum 100 years to reach harvestable maturity. But when they visited India, they were very happy to see Indian teak, which is 30 years, 40 years old teak, equal to the quality of 100 years old oak timber. And the dimensional stability, it is more superior when compared to oak timber. So that was the reason the British government established an exclusive forest department, appointed an exclusive conservator to fell the trees, regulate the trees, and these trees were exported to European countries, converted into ship, That ship was traveling across Commonwealth countries. Once the Commonwealth countries were ruled by Britishers, traveled by ship made out of Indian wood. That is the history. Today you don't believe we don't have Indian teak in India. You go to market, you ask for a teak. Always people say Ghana teak, Nigerian teak, Costa Rican teak, Colombian teak, South African teak, Burma teak, mini Burma teak. Burma has banned exporting solid logs. There is no country in the world called mini Burma. Still wood is available. Why I am saying this? The country which was once exporting country, today it has become net importing country. Next slide. Similarly, power generation. Government of India mandated for renewable energy generation, and biomass power generation is one of the major systems. Under renewable category, solar is available, but within 24 hours, only 6 to 8 hours is available for solar production, solar-based power production. Wind is available. Wind will run only for 3 months to 4 months. Remaining 7 to 8 months, the wind will be ideal. Hydropower projects, there must be rain. The country is dependent on monsoonic rain, seasonal rains. But solar, it is an exceptional. 365 days into 24 hours, you can run the biomass power because it is easily, this can be connected to grid. This can be taken to any tribal hamlets where there is no electricity connectivity. So all these things, biomass power generation, forest-based biomass power generation, that is also getting attraction. Next slide. And biofuel. Today, Government of India mandated blending biofuel. We are all running, India is an energy-starving country. 83% of fuel used in the country is an imported energy. Whether it's a two-wheeler, three-wheelers, four-wheelers, avian fuel, or any fuel. We started importing more than 83%. Another 25 years, we will be importing 95% of fuel. That means, Indian vehicle, it should be there. Whether you run Indian vehicle or not, it will be decided by the international oil companies. So that is the problem. That's the reason, right from 2009 onwards, Government of India mandated blending biofuels. And the biofuels obtained from forest resources. Biodiesel from a tree-borne oil seeds. Petrol from wood cellulosic biomass. So that is mandated. Government of India mandated 10% blending in 2009. We were not able to blend because raw material is not available, though production is very available, but we are not able to blend them for industrial utilization. That was a major problem faced with the system. Today, now it is again the mandate. 2021-22 onwards, 10% blending is mandated. But where is the raw material? Only we are started importing as well. Next slide. High value timbers. India is known for beautiful sandal and red sandals. It is endemic to Indian subcontinent. Nowhere it is available. It is endemic, either sandalwood or red sandals, endemic to India, highly priced in the international market. Can we make this into a business opportunities? Next slide. Today, you don't believe no industry in the country is surviving, the world is surviving without the use of wood and wood materials. Whether the agriculture industry, horticulture industry, engineering industry, pharmaceutical industry, computer industry, they all use packing cases. The packing cases may be paper pack or a wooden pack. Both the cases, the original raw materials from wood and wood resources. So the volume of wood requirement is very, very huge. But unfortunately, we are not able to meet the demand. It is highly unorganized. Next slide. And similarly, sports goods. India is known as a hub for a sports good industry. Though the sports good used in India is locally made, most of the westernized games, particularly garden games, all the sports goods are manufactured only in India. Similarly, agriculture implements. We are the largest producer. But unfortunately, in several cases, we are not able to meet the demands of the whole systems. And next slide. And other industries, construction industry, automobile industry, railway industry, buses, lorry bodybuilding, everything is wood-based systems. But mainly, what is the problem is, wood is not available from the natural forest. Entire forest is closed. It must be sourced outside the natural forest. Maybe through farm forestry, farmlands, or maybe any kind of system. Otherwise, it will attract more of massive imports, like what is happening in teak and other timber species. Next slide. Similarly, non-wood based industries, wide range of. Indian forest is known for anything more than 150 non-wood forest products. And today, it is starting from edible oil up to essential oil, honey, fiber, flosses, resins, gums, anything. You take any cosmetic industry, you take any medicinal industry, phytochemistry industry, and without the use of wood and wood resources, without the use of forest-based materials, they are not surviving. Even today, pandemic situation, you take it pandemic, all the antiviral research, they are all taking only forest-based materials, anti-HIV, forest-based materials, antibacterial, antifungal, similarly carbon, charcoal, activated carbon, everything is a forest-based materials. Unfortunately, this is not known to many people. Next slide. So, all these things are very important. That's the reason we wanted to do. Once if you know the importance of forestry, whatever I have said, importance, but that importance of direct impact. More than that, there is a very huge indirect impact. What are the indirect impact? Climate change. Today, everyone is talking about climate change, whether it's a bureaucrats or a policy makers or a politicians or an administrator or research. Everyone talks about climate change. Climate change changes the productivity system. It enhances animal migration. It increases the rapidity in flowering system. Some spaces, it increases the migration of the species also. So all these things are a problem. Soil is a problem, water is a problem, air is a problem, biodiversity is a problem. All these things are now taken in the form of what is called as an ecosystem services. So one is the ecosystem included 4 different components. One is a provisioning services. That means direct benefits. Whatever I have indicated so far, those are the direct benefits which you and me enjoy. Second one is the indirect benefits, regulational services, soil regulation, climate regulation, water regulation. Third one is the supporting services. Education is one supporting services. Fourth one is cultural services, which include religious value, cultural value. Everything is now valued so that forestry is gaining significant attraction as a source of opportunity. It is a source of opportunity for production. It is a source of opportunity for climate regulation. It is a source of opportunity for supporting services. It is a source of opportunity for cultural services as well. Today, every time when you go to the tourists always go to the forest area only for recreational benefits and scenic benefits. The days are gone only for recreation scenic. Now the days are only to enjoy the actual value of the recreational system, to enjoy the actual value of the aesthetic system. All these things are now system. That is the reason Tamil Nadu government of India, as early in 1985, introduced the forestry education. One is to create professional manpower needs. Several cases people are not aware. Several school education, they are not aware of forestry education. It is a professional forestry education. BSc forestry is a 4-year program. And this forestry education is not the education whatever dictated, introduced by the Britishers. It was a professional education introduced by Britishers in the form of training opportunity. But as a professional degree, it is the first time in the country, it was introduced in the year 1985. To create professional manpower needs, they will serve in the forest department, they will serve in the universities, they will serve in wood-based industries, they will also serve in the other sectors, so that this will help protect the natural forest, and it will help to create forests outside the natural forest, so that whatever the wood demanded by you and me, it can be sourced out. Next slide. This forestry education is very simple, because Britishers started introducing forestry education only as a training colleges. Today we enjoy the benefits of Indian Forest Services. Originally it was Imperial Forest Services or maybe Superior Forest Services. These are all introduced by Britishers. But till 1985, the education in the country was only a formal education. It is only a training component, training the in-service people. 1985, based on the recommendations of National Commission on Agriculture, the Forest Department asked the agriculture universities, particularly through ICAR, to initiate professional forest education in the country. And TNI was one among the 5 state agriculture universities started introducing forestry education program. And today you don't believe, the graduates passed out of Forest College in the Institute of Metropolitan, they are serving across the country at various capacities, right from DSC, DFO level up to the level of additional PCCF. More than 115 IFS officers have been produced from this small campus, and they are now serving across all states and union territories in India. You name any state, you name any union territory, there must be one representation from this college to that particular state or union territory. Next slide. So all these things are introduced. So Forest College and Research Institute, we started with a simple, humble beginning right from 1970 as a small department. 1976 as a research station. 1985, introduction of forestry education. 1989, introduction of post-graduation. 1990, we introduced doctoral program in forestry, and also it has been elevated to the state of Forest College and Research Institute. Today, you don't believe, we are able to cater to the needs of almost all sectors of forest education, forestry research, forestry outreach, and forest business developmental activities. Next slide. So all these things are very system. We have introduced a course curricula. Those course curricula introduce basic fundamentals. It's a technology-oriented course, management-oriented course, ultimately application-oriented course. Today, almost more than 400 scientists and teachers are watching. You don't believe, you and me will never thrive without the use of wood-based products, whether it's a paper or it's a carbon, or it's a medicine, or a facial bleachers, or it's a rayon material for a clothing material, or it's a textbook, or a house construction, any cases. It's all from a professional educational systems. Next slide. So all these things are very advantageous. This professional forestry education will have a beautiful objective, particularly the teachers who are listening. Please ensure that the students of plus 2 category, they are all updated, they are encouraged with the choosing the professional forestry education. Originally, we were taking only 20 students. Today, we have increased the number of students to 86. And you don't believe, originally, the medical sciences, then agriculture, BSc Agri was a major preferred course. Today, for a 45 seats under merit category, we are getting anything more than 10,000 applications. That's a huge competition. So this is because we are getting 100% employment in state forest services. Central services, through a competition mode, we are all our entire curricula is decided to, to get amenable for the students to write the competitive and clear the competitive examinations. Banking sector introduced first time forestry as a professional degree eligible for banking sector for only one reason: the agroforestry is gaining significant attractions. Whatever I have said, pulpwood based, plywood based, timber based, they are all getting attraction. Higher studies, globally now people are invited. This is mainly to cater to the needs of all ecosystem services, professional services, supporting services, regulational services, and cultural services. Now, the higher studies education across the world, it is mandated to evaluate the natural forest and to develop more of forests outside the natural forest, which will help to create more reliance. Wood-based industries. Globally, it is a mandatory requirement for all the wood-based industries to hire professional foresters, to develop a quality planting material, like whatever happens in South American country, whatever happens in Australia, whatever happens in American country and European countries. They are all employing professional foresters, mainly to create a self-reliance in raw material requirement. And a private sector opportunity, business opportunity, now consultancy opportunity. If any professional foresters are available, beautiful consultancy projects are available. Consultancy for evaluation, consultancy for establishment, consultancy for supply chain, consultancy for almost all categories of forestry. One research institute. This is our employment status. I think we are 100% employed institute. Next slide. So all these things are very important thing for educational system. Those who are passing plus 2 students, if they choose the forestry education as a component, definitely it is going to really help their professional career. Second important thing is research opportunities. Most of the teachers and the college professors who are listening this, what are the research opportunities? Next slide. You take these research opportunities. Before going for any research, you have to identify what is the crime, what are the constraints. Now we have identified what are the constraints in forestry sector. One of the major problem is wood is not available from the natural forest. It has to be grown outside the natural forest, which will benefit the either industry or the forest department or the farmers. So that is the reason we identified the major problems. The problems included social problems, production level problems, processing level problems, and consumption or marketing level problems. Next slide. So all these problems, we are able to technologically do research. And we are able to innovate. What are the innovation? One is technological innovations. Similar to engineering technology, agriculture technology, horticulture, it's a forestry technology. Organizational innovations. How organizational? People can be linked. Those who are involved, right from the business of production up to consumption, they can be leveraged. They can be linked so that they can create an organization structure. Lastly, marketing innovation. This is very, very critical. Now, today in the era of online system, forestry marketing is gaining significant attraction. And these technological intervention, organization intervention, marketing intervention, this will help to facilitate all the researchers to think of forestry research as one of the major opportunity. Next slide. So this, we are able to develop various models. I'll show you for easy understanding some of the next slide. Some of the models, I'll show you some of the, what is called as some of the video clipping as well. Always we design a tree. We design a tree, I'm basically a breeder. We design a tree. So normally, what we are designing? Designing a tree for a paper, designing tree for a wood, designing tree for engineered wood, designing for tree for a match wood. Like that, we design a tree. It is a long-term process. Once the tree is designed, the tree will go to the respective industry for which a professional skill is important. So research extends beautiful scope. Natural forest as a system, it is totally controlled by forest department. And you and me have no role to play except without involving in our system in unlawful activities. No involvement. But other than this, whatever the wood is needed, whatever the services are needed, whatever they needed by either for country's total requirement or for the industrial requirement or for the society requirement, it has to be sourced outside the system, for which designing a tree is very, very important. Next slide. So based on that, we have designed a tree. Well, these are the tree species designed. Teak, for example, teak. Teak always will take minimum 25 years originally. Today, I am able to harvest trees right from 12 years up to 15 years. I am able to harvest the trees in the less period. Next slide. Similarly, high value trees. I'll show you one example. This high value tree is only for a sandal. For example, sandal and red sandals. What we are doing is for a sandal quality criteria. Now, more than 130 products, 130 cosmetic products are developed from sandal and sandal based products. But what is the problem is, sandal is vested only with the natural forest. It has to be grown outside the natural forest. And it has to be developed as a model. And the wood has to be sourced. Wood has to be value added. Wood has to be characterized. Here the role of chemistry teachers, role of botanists, role of taxonomists, role of molecular biologists. You will have a very big role to play, so that the wood can be commercially, it can be grown on a non-forest area. It can be commercially important. Next slide. Similarly, red sanders. Next, red sanders. Here the problem is, people are saying, every day we are seeing the newspapers, red sanders are smuggled. It is illegally kept. Today, you don't believe, government of Tamil Nadu, state government, this Tamil Nadu state is known for growth and development of wide range of red sander species. But what is the quality? The quality in terms of tree breeding, quality in terms of materials. So what is the density? What is the quality, chemistry available? Xanthalene content as far as red sanders, xanthanol content as far as sandalwood. Here also the variety, research is a beautiful scope. Next slide. Pulpwood industry. I have already said to you, originally paper was from grasses. Then it was from bamboos. Today you don't believe, we are not getting from paper from grasses or bamboos because no raw material. So it has to be, trees have to be designed exclusively for paper production. Whether it is a paper for a tissue paper, or a writing paper, or a newsprint paper, or a currency paper, or a sanitary napkin filter paper, or paper for packaging cases, or package for industrial utility. What kind of paper you want? Design a tree. Here, Forest College Research Institute design wide range of trees. Now trees are amenable for harvest right from 18 months. Within another 1 year, we will be coming with a tree which could be harvested for only 18 months. Here, you see, wood is converted into a chips. The chips are cooked into a pulp. The pulp is taken. The pulp is qualitatively characterized for chemistry, for physics, for anatomy, and for mechanical properties. Based on the quality, the wood is characterized for a specific paper utilization. Once we know specific paper utilization, like I said, for a tissue paper, quality is different. For a packing cases, quality is different. For a writing paper, quality is different. For any other activity. So all these things are very systematically designed. It's a very beautiful research for all the listeners. Similarly, plywood. Plywood is one category. There is a greater opportunity because you can establish an industry, decentralized industry. I'll show you one of the video clipping. How the wood is converted into veneer sheets. Normally, solid wood is converted into a sheets. Imagine. Similarly, there is one more video. I'll just show you one more video. It is from eucalyptus. Originally, whatever you have seen is a Melia dubia, Malabar neem. That tree is converted into a sheet. That sheet is used for a plywood and a face veneer. This is eucalyptus. So now the idea is very clear. Whatever the wood is available, it is a solid wood or a engineered wood. Anything is possible. You can convert them for any utility. Next slide. Similarly, I'll show you match wood. Just see to it, match wood. How the wood is converted into match wood. Next slide. So biofuel, oil industry. I just show you because for easy understanding, I just show you some of the video clippings. The organizers, please confirm whether you are able to visualize the videos.
Yes, sir. We can able to see the videos as well
Okay.
as your presentation, sir.
Okay. So similarly, we are also now for smart cities. We are hiring our own boys and girls as a consultant to design a model. I'll show you one of the video which we have established in Chennai Secretariat in association with the Indian Oil Corporation as a model park, microforest. Because hereafter, I think all the forests have to be created in villages like village forest, semi-urban as a semi-urban forest, urban as an urban forest. Okay, next. So why I'm saying this, another as a commercial model, This, next year. Okay, another important thing is multifunctional. I'll show you a farmer or any one landowner with less than 1 acre. He can earn daily 1,000 rupees. Next slide. So all these things I am showing only for one reason. These are all the models available. And another important thing is technology. Since most of you are teachers, this is a mini clonal technology. There's a huge opportunity. You name any tree that can be multiplied. It is not a tissue culture technology or it is not a macro clonal technology. Next slide. I'll show you how the trees are converted into mini garden, how the mini garden is getting cloned. It's a clonal technology. Next. So these are the technologies which are available. Similarly, there is huge opportunity. Mechanization in forestry sector. I'll show you harvesting. You just see how the forestry demands harvesting. Debarking, one more debarking. Why I'm saying this, mechanization extends a greater scope and opportunity for forestry sector. Here wood is debarked. After debarking, the wood goes to paper industry. The debarked waste is converted into briquettes and pellets. That is used for value addition and biomass power generation. And the entire waste is converted into briquettes and pellets for biomass conversion. I'll show you next video how value addition technology. Next slide. Value addition. See, one of the value addition is wood seasoning. This is another important thing. Professional forester, and he can use the tree leaves for extraction of oil and wood for seasoning. This is extraction of oil. Next. Wood seasoning. This is another important thing. Wood is getting seasoned. This is also getting decentralized because of the opportunities. Now the problem is for each and every district we need to have one seasoning plant. But unfortunately, it is vested only with industries. Now what we are doing is we are creating new business opportunity for the common man, and they can develop the system. More than that, this will also attract more of the research component. Each and every species need to be characterized for its seasoning value. wood antics, converting wood into antics. Okay. You don't believe now the value addition of wood is getting more attraction globally. Next slide. So again, similarly, residues. Whatever you think that waste, all the waste are converted into major products, briquettes, pellets, animal feed, activated charcoal, activated carbon. Everything is converted into value-added products. So that's the reason nothing is waste. Next slide. So there is a huge the wealth from waste. So forestry is not the exception. Whatever you think that it is a waste, everything can be converted into value-added products. And value-added products not for sake of value addition. Value addition in the form of industrialization. And all these are technologies, extend a greater scope of research. Organizational research, link the people. Today, originally we started working only with the two industry. Today, you don't believe, I'm working with the 55 corporates. Name any industry in the country. I think we have associations. And we are promoting organized promotion of forestry and agroforestry sector. Next slide. Because of these organized promotion, next slide, we are able to create more than 75,000 hectares of forests. And 75,000 hectares, which includes more than 2 lakh acres, more than 1 lakh beneficiaries. And this is possible because whatever wood demanded by you and me, we are able to source the wood so that the natural forest is protected for natural ecosystem, protected for animals, protected for birds, protected for soil and water, protected for entire biodiversity. But whatever you and me consume in the form of energy, in the form of wood for housing sector, in the form of wood for education sector, in the form of wood for other utility, everything is sourced outside the natural forest. This is because of innovative research, innovative marketing. Next slide. So all these things, next slide. All these things we are able to support the farmers. We are also introduced the concept of insurance. Next slide. Now there is a great opportunity for insurance. Similarly, third important area is outreach opportunity. Now, as you are all teachers, you can also guide your students, guide your boys and girls, whether educated or uneducated, whether passed or failed, no category. Or whether it's a farmer or non-farmer, industry or non-industry, anything. There's a huge, great opportunity. For only one reason is, everyone have to plant the tree. And today, tree planting has become a fascinated sale for all the people. And when they, after planting, they don't take care of, but we have to take care of. That is the reason we have to develop a professional skill to create outreach activities. What are these outreach activities? Next slide. We have created that to promote outreach activities. We have created a consortium. This consortium has almost all the group. We have industries, we have nurseries, we have farmers, farmer producer organization, NGOs, MNC companies, Panchayat Raj institution, scientists, financial institution, line department, small and medium scale industries. More than that, we have more than 40 entrepreneurs. So you name any individual, I think there is a platform. What they do really, next slide. There is a chance of establishing decentralized nurseries. Annual demand for the state of, even for next 10 years, the demand for seedling for the state of Tamil Nadu alone, 260 crores. This is as per the government of Tamil Nadu requirement. Industrial requirement is anything more than 500 crores for next 10 years. So who will produce? There is a capacity building. There must be a human resources. There must be a skill development exercises. They can produce. Forest College Research Institute developed 20 skill development centers, clonal production center. Through them, we are able to produce 20 million plants. And whatever the seedling requirement for the planting, not only Tamil Nadu, entire South India, we are able to meet it. Next slide. Similarly, plantation developers. Today, tree development itself is a skill. It needs a skill. Not everyone can plant. That's the reason today, whatever it has been planted, if you take the data, everyone says that after planting, photographs will come in the newspaper, they will go, that's all. No watering, no maintenance, and the same year, next year also will come, Manamagotsava, all World Forest Day, people will plant on the same day, same pitch, and again, this is continuing for several years. The reason is, people are not taking this into a social system. So this agroforestry model, whatever I have focused so far, I think that will create the involvement, that will create development of forest resources, for which we have created a plantation development team. Next slide. Professional plantation development team. Professional drilling team. Next slide. Professional FPOs. Today we are in the process of developing farmer producer organizations. Here, I think role of each and every individual is important. Teachers, there is a role. Scientists, there is a role. Financial institutions, there is a role. Industries, there is a role. And line department, there is a role. Farmer, there is a big role. Whatever the forests available, don't disturb the forests. Whatever it is demanded for energy, wood and wood requirement, for a timber, for a construction and other household sector, for a pulpwood, plywood, energy, matchwood, pencil, packing cases, almost we have identified more than 25 different organized sectors of industries. For all these industries, today we need organizational setup. For the organizational setup, it is a great opportunities. Great opportunity for the students, great opportunity for the farmers, great opportunity for the scientists, and great opportunity for all professionals who really want to conserve the forest, who really want to promote forestry and agroforestry outside the natural forest to create self-reliance and raw material security. You don't believe today the honey, everywhere honey is marketed, but honey, original honey from the natural forest, there are some quality parameters. Today, if any company, if they are able to give a pure honey, that is enough to get international trade. And similarly, for each and every species, we are creating a producer organizations. This producer organization, not only farmer-centric, individual-centric, community-centric, tribal-centric, like that we create a huge volume, opportunities. Next slide. And lastly, the business opportunities. Whatever I have said, educational opportunity, research opportunity, outreach or extension activity, now business opportunity. Anyone who is interested in starting a business, Forest College and Research Institute has established, next slide, and India's first agroforestry business incubator. This is entire campus, more than 10,000 square meter area is available. 5,000 square feet area is available as an administrative space. Any teachers, if you have an innovative idea, your idea can be leveraged into a technology. You come with an idea, you stay here for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, develop a prototype, and we'll bring in the marketing people, bring in the business people, so that your product can be amplified, marketed. And all the IPR issues, whatever the intellectual property rights vested with you, that will be protected. Our business incubator will take care of all opportunities, all ideas, so that your interest can be protected. That IPR protection is mandatory. So here I am saying, since you are all teachers and any teachers, every year Government of India is conducting science exhibition. All the teachers are participating in science exhibition. You are inventing new idea. How many ideas are translated into a commercial model? If you come with any idea, only here the issue is you have to develop an idea based on the concept, the agroforestry or a forestry based. Once if you come with a forestry and agroforestry based idea, take it granted, we will fund on you. We will translate your idea into a prototype. The prototype can be commercialized both nationally and internationally through global outreach, for which this business incubator play a wider platform. Next slide. So now we are, through this platform, we are able to create a startup companies, new startups. Here startup included graduates, school students, women, educated or uneducated, graduate or non-graduate, industries. Everyone we are creating a startup companies. What is needed? Money is needed. We leverage money through government aids. We leverage money through bankers. We leverage money through corporate social responsibility projects. Entrepreneurs, if anyone is doing small scale entrepreneurship, if you want to amplify this into a larger level, suppose he is doing only business of less than 10 lakhs per annum, he wants to amplify this to 100 lakhs. Yes, there is a scope. We provide them with all the resources, technological resources, financial resources, managerial resources, market resources. So any individuals, today's era is all the scientific inventions. Very classical example. We always think of inventions of 3 inventions. 3 apples have revolutionized the whole world. The first apple is Adam's and Eve's apple, which has revolutionized the art of civilization. The second apple is Sir Isaac Newton's apple, which has revolutionized the engineering research. Third apple is Steve Jobs' apple. That is the reason today you and me are connected virtually. That's a very simplest one. These 3 apples are known. Same is the case, agriculture revolution. Green revolution was a major system. Milk, white revolution was a major achievement. Blue revolution, fish revolution. Today revolution is rainbow revolution. Mind you, ladies and gentlemen, rainbow revolution is integrating everything, not the individuals. The creative entrepreneurs student-based entrepreneurs, graduate-based entrepreneurs, farmer-based entrepreneurs, skill-based entrepreneurship development. All these things are possibility. Here, any individuals, he may be a researcher of government origin or a non-government. Even today, even government officials, you can leverage the technology available in the opportunities. You can also take your technology. Today, the government rules and regulations facilitate you to invent all these things. So all these things are very systematically we are designing, for which we develop a capacity building, we provide all the opportunities, we provide management technologies, we create a skill and expertise, and wherever money is needed, we leverage the money through the government-aided projects and also through CSR funds. Next slide. So all these things, we are linking you with the industries. We will identify your product. We link with the industry. The product may be small one. Forget about it. Or you can design a model for agroforestry. You can design a model for smart cities. You can design a model for villages. You can design a model for roads, national highways, anything. Come with the model. Or you can design a model for oxygen production. You can design a model for therapeutic forestry, oxygen policy. Everything is getting attraction. It is not only direct products, it can be indirect products as well, intangible benefit as well. Anything can be done. Today, you don't believe, that's what I said right from the beginning, all the industries in the country, they are all getting raw material only from forests and forest resources, not from the natural forest, but outside the natural forest. It may be through imports or by leveraging the agroforestry technologies. Next slide. All these things, lot of business opportunities. Business opportunities at production level, starting from seedling production, plantation development, cutting operations, loading, unloading, debarking, transportation, and this will alone is able to generate more than 10 million jobs per annum in state of Tamil Nadu alone. Processing level, I have shown you different industries. They are all large-scale industries. And for these large-scale industries, we need decentralized small-scale industries. And that starts from seasoning plants, processing plants, small sawmills, veneering plant, particle board, plywood, small manufacturing industry, furniture, household, every packing case industries, anything. You can establish a model. Technological support is from Forest College. Very simple example, in Indonesia, annually, 1,000 school students, 10th passed students are converted into the handicrafts. Handicraft, that too handle wood-based handicrafts. They are traveling across the world to satisfy the demands of professional manpower. Today, we are in the process of converting, leveraging these boys and girls into the form of businessmen and women. Value addition. I have said you several value addition products. Today, food-based industry, wood-based industry, feed-based industry, phytochemistry, medicine-based industry, anything related to value addition, there is a greater scope. Marketing. Above all, now digital platform is available. We are creating professionals to do digital platform, digital online-based marketing system. And for online-based marketing system, we are creating skill, linking the farmers, linking the growers of the industries, so that there will be a common consensus. Who the farmers know where to sell, industries know where to buy. This will also help to import more material. This will help to export more material. Today, Government of India mandate is to reduce the import, look for import substitution. For import substitution, production level issues, processing level issues, value addition issues, they all will create a beautiful business opportunities. Next slide. So because of these inventions, farmers are happy, industries are happy, we are creating more entrepreneurs, starting from students up to age-old men and women. And institutions are happy, schools are happy, colleges are happy, industries are happy, finance institutions are, everyone is, we are creating a base platform. Next slide. For all these things, whatever I have said, we are able to create an impact. Now today, if you want to see the forest, yes, create it outside. If you want to see the productivity, yes, create a mechanism. If you want to look for the employment generation, yes, there is an impact. If you want to protect the climate, we are not with the natural forest, protect the climate with the introduced forest, yes, there is a chance. Everything is we are able to quantify and we are able to leverage this technology for the state of Tamil Nadu. Today, you don't believe this technology is going to be replicated in 7 states across the country as well. Next slide. Because many of the speakers, many of the listeners, you are all watching from outside. So forestry as a whole, it just has to be sustained. Natural forests, you and me have no role to play, except watching them from the outside. But you are consuming daily, at least every individual in the country is consuming daily 1 tree. without you know, whether you know it or not, you are consuming daily a tree. How you are going to compensate your consumption? That compensation is planting a tree. It is not planting a seedling and going out. Plant growing a tree, whatever you are going tree, convert them into a products. So that is the reason sustainability very important. For sustainability, Forest College has created two institutions. One is Consortium of Industrial Agroforestry. Second one is Agroforestry Business Incubator. Next slide. For all these things, everything whatever I have said, I have flashed in the general publications books. Most of the teachers, there are few books, particularly the objective forestry. Those students who are aspiring for the competitive examination, that book is good. Similarly, the book Forestry, a subjective guide for IFS aspirants. FAQ on forestry, it is for IFS aspirants. Forestry, environment, ecosystem, and sustainable development, again for a competitive examinations. For a teachers, introduction to forestry and agroforestry. I have written more than 19 books we have written, and these are the books which are very, very hit books. And two books I have not included. Anyway, you can refer my Google check and you can pick the book. For all these things, next slide. For easy understanding, now we have created a YouTube channel, exclusive YouTube channel, Agroforestry, Environment and Forest. You please subscribe this YouTube channel. Whatever I have said for the last 1 hour, everything is available in the YouTube. It has different concepts. More than 56 videos are uploaded. Every week, every Saturday, Sunday, we are uploading a video, new video, with a concept of creating forest-based opportunity. This opportunity is for conserving the natural forest. This opportunity is creating a forest outside the natural forest. This opportunity is to create a knowledge on the forestry subject. This is to create new wood-based industry. Above all, this is to create self-reliance in raw material security so that whatever individuals in the country, when we were 30 crores, we depended on natural forests. Today we are 140 crores. We have to source our own materials. Whether you know it or not, without using the wood on a day-to-day basis, we are not living. It starts from reading a newspaper up to taking a tablet in the night. So everything is paints, varnishes, filter papers, sanitary napkin filter papers, tissue papers, plywood, particle board, MDF, LDF, HDF, energy in the form of solid energy or liquid energy, biodiesel, ethanol, and honey. Almost wide range of medicinal products, more than 178 medicinal products, which are antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral. Everything is from forest and forest resources. Cosmetic industry alone, more than 100 cosmetic industry distributed across the world. You look into their product. Without the wood and wood-based products or forest and forest-based products, these industries are not surviving. So, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, this presentation, I have made you elaborately to understand forest is not only to see the trees and animals and to birds and to protect them. More than that, it is the source of livelihood. It is the source of land use system which will give you the wood used by you and me, so that this will create a mechanism so that we can create sustainability in the forest created outside the natural forest. This will help to protect the natural forest. So ultimately, it will help to protect the entire biodiversity of the country. Whatever the wood is demanded by you and me, it has to be sourced outside the forest. And through this is possible through the greater opportunity emanated through forestry education, forestry research, forestry outreach, and ultimately forest business developmental activities. With this, I close my session. If at all any doubts, I will be more pleased to answer to all of you. Thank you very much for the opportunity given.
Thank you very much, sir, for taking us to a very informative and illustrative presentation to the world of promising opportunities that we are getting from forestry sector. I believe whatever the information that you have shared with us, it's very useful to the teaching community, and thereby they can motivate their students to take up a career opportunity in the forest, and definitely they could also contribute to the Indian government economy. Thank you very much, sir. If there is any doubts, please just you can ask the doubt. So there have been so many messages in the chat box. Just telling about it was very informative session, very nice information, sir. And it's a very nice session. A lot of complimentary messages about your presentation, sir. A huge, great, and unequivocal presentation. So, any questions?
Nothing, sir. Nothing, sir. Session was so nice.
Okay. So So anyway, if there are no more questions, we'll end the
Sir,
session.
sir, excuse me. Sir, excuse me.
Yes,
Good
please.
afternoon, sir. Sir, I am Jay Prakash from Rajapalayam. Sir, it is a very great presentation, sir. Within a very short period of time,
Sir, how
you fooled nearly
Sir,
some
how
lakhs
to
of
select
informations.
for the
sir
forest
how
Sir,
it
department?
regarding,
Which
can be
should we refer
favorable
for?
for
excuse me, sir. Sir, regarding this
The competitive exam. Thank
students
you.
entrepreneurship. Sir, excuse me.
Yes.
Yeah, students
Okay.
entrepreneurship. Students
Okay.
entrepreneurship. How do we make the students to touch with
Okay.
you, sir?
Sir,
Students entrepreneurship.
we are conducting exclusive. Hello, we
how
are
this
conducting
for
exclusive.
agroforest is useful.
Sir, for student entrepreneurship, we are annually conducting several programs for entrepreneurship development. Please identify your students, send the list to me. We'll invite them for the entrepreneurship development program. One of the major student skill development program is CNC based wood carving. So we train the students for operating CNC machine. We provide them with all the facilities wherever needed. We also provide financial resources as well. So no issue at all, sir.
So thank you very much, sir.
Phone number, sir. Can we have your phone number, sir?
It is in the chat box, madam. 8870808289.
Sir, one more time. 88
Written in the
7080
chat box.
78870
8289.
Sir, 8870
808289.
Thank you, sir.
Once
Sir,
again, sir.
Madam, it's written in the chat box. We'll be sharing the presentation to you all. Don't worry. I think we have overshoot the lunch session actually. Sir, thank you very much, sir. On behalf of principal, Central Academy for State Forest Service, my sincere gratitudes for Dr. K.T. Parthiban for having accepted our invitation and also having presented us a very good presentation on the wonderful opportunities, the plethora of opportunities that this forestry sector has been promising to the for the citizens of the country. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, doctor. Thank you.